Hi everyone, this is Miao.
And I'm Raul.
And this is our cat Aki. Today we are going to talk about the living costs in Berlin. Usually we heard about Berlin is a city which is poor but sexy. Let's see how poor is this city to live here. So we made a list. We will do the list one by one and give you at the end of this video a summary about it. For me, the first big cost is apartment. I lived in a shared apartment for like 89 square meters. So I pay for the cold rent 475 euros.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, on my part, I mean, I also live with a flatmate. Mm-hmm. Our flat has 91 square meter. And I come around in and around 400 euros, so a bit cheaper than you.
Yes. And the additional costs, inclusive heating, water, waste collection, building maintenance, and so on, is around 125 euros for me.
Yeah. For me, it's also again a bit cheaper. I am coming around in, let's say, 100
okay.
approximately.
Okay, it's kind of similar.
Yeah.
The electricity, we have to sign the electricity contract separately. It's not included in the apartment. For me, it's like 25 euro.
Oh, first time I come into a bit more expensive. I'm currently paying 35 euros actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think maybe it's because my flatmate is not working at home. He's always in his office.
Yep. But we pay like a flat fee every month, and yeah, depending on our consumption of electricity, then of course I get a little bit back, or yeah.
If you should pay more, or you should get a little back.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
So for the house insurance, in case something accidents happen, so we pay. I pay personally 15 euros.
I come in around 10 euros.
So the last one, the second last one is TV fee. It means in Germany, everyone should pay for the broadcasting fee to keep this medium independent, so-called. So it does not depend on if you have TV to look at TV shows or not. You have to pay this fee anyway. So
yeah, you even need to pay when you don't have a TV, yes. Actually, because you can get all the programs that you need to pay for. You could also get via the internet. So this is also considered being part of that.
Yes, yeah. I think this is the same for each of us, like around 10 euros per month.
Yeah.
So the last part for apartment is internet. We also have to sign a separate contract for that. For me, it's like 25 euros.
Yeah, that's the same for me.
Okay, so let's do a sub-summary for the living cost for apartment. For me, it's 675 euros.
I have 580. I'm living cheaper than you.
It's quite a little bit different. Okay, let's move on to the food, the grocery parts, and the daily supplies. For example, toilet paper, or wash meter, or something like this. For me, it's around 300 euros.
Yeah, I come around in like 320 most of the times, in that ballpark.
Okay. So it's kind of a surprise for me, because you as a boy, as a man, you should eat more than me. And the cost is kind of similar. That's quite...
Yeah, I guess, but... yeah,
But usually you only eat bread. And I go to a lot Asia supermarket, which is quite expensive.
Yeah, and yeah, as you said, I think I eat a bit more simple. So yeah, the costs in general are not necessarily as high for me. But
okay.
Yeah, of course I eat more. So kind of evens out.
Okay, so next part is the cost for clothes and shoes. I don't really buy clothes and shoes only if I need it. So it's kind of like 80 euros per month for me.
Yeah, for me, my costs in that regard are always kind of low. I'm coming in at like 45 euros overall.
Makes sense.
I mean, I'm not a style icon,
so this clothes like 10 years ago.
I rarely buy clothes, so yeah, my yearly costs come down quite a bit there.
So next one, a transportation fee. I don't pay a lot for my transportation because you can explain it. It's like 10 euros for me per month only.
Yeah, for me, I come around at 80 euros. So mainly like 40 euros for public transportation when I go to work, for example. But yeah, I also have a car in Berlin. And yeah, for that, I need to use gasoline. And I come also around 40 euros in that regard. Because, yeah.
You always drive me around everywhere by car.
Indeed.
For free!
It's a pretty good deal for you.
Yes. The next one, eat outside. The cost in restaurant or something like this. For me, I paid 150 euros.
Yeah, I come in at around 120 euros there. Yeah.
So it's kind of, we have models that we pay one or next time another one pay for it. We don't go Dutch because we are not Dutch, but we just try to pay it evenly. We don't like the men pay the most part or the women pay the most part. We pay the costs in restaurant evenly.
I guess we also try to go about it. It's of course not always like very precise in that regard.
Yes.
But yes, for example, you pay more for the restaurant currently as I.
Yeah, I don't think this is all because of you, because I also pay with my friends when I go out without you.
Okay.
Okay, so the next part is for fun. For fun, we only talk about fun in Berlin. A lot of events, concerts, museums, and something like this. I pay 100 euros per month.
Yeah, I come in at around 130. Yeah, we had actually a lot of this came from the last month or so because we went to a lot of Berlinale movies and yeah.
Yes, this we saw kind of like more than 20 movies and each movie costs 15 euros. It's not cheap at all.
Yeah.
So it's quite a big fee, but it was it. We are all willing to pay for experiences.
Yeah.
Not for Louis Vuitton for expensive cars, but for new experiences.
Also not for nice clothes.
Yes. And regarding to fun, we also travel a lot. For me, I calculated the last 2 years and divided by the month. So I pay per month 400 euros, which is quite a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't go that far. I didn't go back like 2 years or so. I only looked at like the last year or so. So I definitely have a lot less costs there currently. I have calculated it at around 150 euros. A lot of it, I guess, came from our China trip a couple of months ago. So yeah.
Okay. But except China trip, I also traveled a lot with my girlfriends without you. So the average costs in European countries, I would say per day 100 euro to 150 euros for hotel, transportation, for the visitings, the restaurants, all included is kind of in this range. So if you want to visit here, you can have a good budget calculate on it. Okay, so next one is electronic fee, including the hardware, the iPad phone we bought, or the telephone fee every month we paid, or a subscription fee extra like this. I paid 100 euros.
Oh, okay. Yeah, for me, I come in a bit more there because I have, of course, like telephone subscription fees, that kind of stuff. But I also like to game, for example. So I have at least like one game that I buy per month. So I come in at around 140 euros. Yeah.
It's not only for fun, but it's also for your job, right? Because as a game designer, you have to test a lot of new games to get the idea.
Of course, yeah, but there's also a lot of fun involved there.
That's true.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, let's go to the next part. As you see, we have a cat, so I have it's mainly my cat, and I have to pay for him. It's around €100 per month, inclusive cat snack, cat food, cat toys, cat insurance, and so on.
Yeah, for me, of course, as it is your cat mainly, my costs come in very cheap. I only buy him like a couple of times a bit of food snacks or like a toy, and for that reason I come in at around €20.
It's not bad. The next part is sponsorship for family and parents and so on, because I usually buy some things in Germany and send it to China, which is cheaper than I buy it in China and with kind of good quality. So for me, the cost is like €250. But I don't give my parents cash. I just deliver them the supplies that they need.
Yeah, for me, I didn't consider it necessarily a sponsorship because, yeah, I don't sponsor things, for example, for my family in that regard. I mainly saw it as like gifts or so that I give out, not only to family, but also to my girlfriend here. So yeah, in that regard, I come in at around €30 per month.
Not bad. So the last one is the little small costs that we cannot categorize. So we put all of them in the others. For me, it's like a study fee, books fee, for the sports, for fitness studio, and for social, if I go hang out with my friends and so on. It's like €85 per month.
Yeah, for me in that regard, I don't have things like study fee or like sports fee to go to the fitness. So yeah, I would mainly put it into the category of like, yeah, when I go with friends out, drink something or restaurant sometimes, and yeah, and this is very low. It's like €20 per month for me.
Okay, so I think this is our whole list and the total summary of my living cost in Berlin. It's like €2,510.
Oh my God. Okay, I don't even come close to that. I am currently at €1,635 per year. This is like okay for me. Yeah, I would have guessed something like this, especially like with the China trip this year. This made like a big dent for me, but yeah, normally I'm even a bit lower than that.
Okay. I think I forgot one cost for me only because I made a Invisalign, my tooth adjustment, the tooth correction. It cost me like €3,500 for the total adjustments. So I still count it into my total cost because this kind of extra cost, it happens often in one or two different situations. So
yeah, actually I didn't have any medical expenses in that regard this year, which is kind of rare, I guess. The only thing that could be considered like medical expenses, my new glasses. I got like 3 new pairs of glasses, but I already counted that into, let's say, the fashion category. How much? I think, yeah, it was broken down into months. It's like €20.
Okay, is total 300?
Yeah, in that.
Okay.
Yeah. Something like that.
Okay, so let's see. According to the average salary in Berlin, the cost is not cheap at all. So Berlin is not poor anymore. Berlin is very rich and expensive because of I assume because of the energy shortages and the inflation and so on. So that's I was also shocked after I calculate all my costs I assume in my mind it's around 2,000 or 1,500 euros, something like this, but this comes to 2,500 is...
Yeah, I mean, it's, I already mentioned it, but it's the thing with China. This was a bigger trip where you spend more money than usual on your vacation.
But this kind of money we don't want to spare, right? This is still costs for me.
And I guess it's like an exception. You don't go on such a big trip like every year. So having like expenses like this for 1 year for such an amazing experience. Like,
but don't forget, in Germany everyone get 25 holidays to 30 holidays. So in these holidays you have to spend your money anyways, either in China or in Japan, or in Germany, in Europe, everywhere.
Yeah, but I guess like traveling a bit closer to your home makes it a bit less expensive there.
That's true. So that's all about our video. Please leave a comment to tell us how much you pay for your living cost everywhere in the world. And if you are interested in living in Berlin, you can contact me. I will help you definitely with all the difficulties.
Yeah.
Okay, have a nice day. See you next time. Bye bye.
Bye bye.